Today you're going to create a landscape and color it with texture. There are two kinds of texture. Real texture is how something actually feels if you rubbed your hands over top of it. You would feel the bumps, you would feel the softness or the rough or sandy or furry texture. The other kind is called implied texture. An implied texture is how something would look like it would feel if you were able to touch it. Artists use implied texture when they are creating a painting or a drawing. Now let's get started. First, you're going to draw 3 or 4 hills on your paper. Now to draw a hill, it's just a curved line. So draw 3 or 4 curved lines to represent hills. Then you're going to add a couple of extra things in your landscape, maybe 2 or 3. Things like trees or houses or maybe a sun or clouds. You don't want to add too many things though. Once you're finished adding all your items, then you're going to darken all of your lines. Now you can press hard with your pencil or you can trace it with a marker. Next, you're going to add the texture. You can use a pencil or crayons to do this. You're going to use the side of the pencil or the side of the crayons to add the texture. The bark of a tree is an excellent surface to use for texture. Just lay your paper right on top and color with the side of your crayon. I found this ottoman on my screened-in porch. It has some very interesting texture as well. Look at the interesting pattern on this table. The side of the crayon really makes the texture pop. I found this texture on the wall of the outside of my house. There are so many things in and around the house that you can use that have a bumpy, patterned surface. Take a look in all the rooms. Take a look outside. I found these interesting patterns on the bottoms of my flip-flops. And one of them is actually quite perfect because it has a flower pattern and it makes the hill look like it has flowers. Who knew the bottom of my shoe had such interesting texture? Make sure you ask your family before you use anything for this design. If you don't have crayons at home, you can still add all of these interesting textures with the side of your pencil. It'll just be black and white, but you can see all the texture in it still, and it'll look so cool. And now you're finished. Take a picture of your completed landscape with all that great texture and submit it to your assignment.